started out in the Roman Empire, we were the breadbasket of the world. Egypt is not a poor nation.
Our best was when we had pyramids and Cleopatra and medicine and science, and since then we haven't done much. But now I have hope that this is a new chapter. Because now the young, talented people don't feel like we have to leave Egypt anymore. Now we can be there. And that's the unfortunate thing. Some of the most innovative thinkers that are Egyptians don't live in Egypt anymore because they got out.
We have a lot of rich resources, rich and brilliant minds that actually emigrated to the West and made the West better than they are, and made us, you know, less than what we are. So that's what I'm hoping to see, Egypt back a great nation as it always been.
I don't know if you know, one of the protest posters in Egypt was a sign that spelled out the words Egypt, but the E was the Explorer logo and the G was the Google logo. It was Egypt written out by these different pieces of iconography that represented different social media. And it's true. I mean, I don't think there's one person in Egypt that doesn't believe that social media helped us get to where we got.
To be able to reach 2 million people in 2 seconds, that was impossible in my time when I was 19 or 20 years old. The generation before me, they were passing flyers and under the table.
A lot of those terrorists prey on the helplessness of people, and I think hope dilutes helplessness. And that's what I think Facebook did, and that's what I think this revolution inspired. It inspired people to feel that we're not hopeless, and this one man's voice and opinion doesn't matter more than all of our voices and opinions, and the internet solves that. I had an uncle who was in a taxi on the way home one day, and he was drinking and said something negative about Mubarak. That cab driver called the police, and they came to my family's home and took my uncle and took him to prison, and he was missing for 3 months. He came back 50 pounds lighter and with whip marks all over his back. And he left the country and escaped, and lived in London all his life. And when his mom died, he couldn't go back to Egypt to go to her funeral. He was scared. And I think it's that fear that's there for a lot of Egyptians who remember not just Mubarak now, but the shift that Mubarak made. And it was after the assassination of Sadat.
Actually, they put in a lot of the government official on trial today. I'm so happy to hear that they were gonna bring him to justice, because they really did a lot of damage in the last 10 years. We are all just waiting, watching what's going on, but I think it's going to be a good example for the rest of the Middle East and the world to follow.